Welcome to FFC Top 3, a show where we, your FFC hosts, count things down from 3 to number 1. Thank you for joining us this week. If you have a suggestion for a topic for Top 3, be sure to drop us a note on Twitter, email, you know all the places, Discord. Hit us up with what you want to hear us talk about. This week, we're going into our top 3 favorite songs at the moment. Not over all time, because that gets really hard at the moment. So pretty simple, pretty clean cut. Even a title I can pronounce and say pretty easily without stumbling over, so that's good.
Or having to invent one on the fly.
Yeah, that was me not being so prepared for that part. I had all the people down that I needed for last time, but anyway. Blue, are you up first this week, or is it Beard? I can never remember who goes
Beard,
first.
Well, I was up first. I mean, it doesn't matter. I was first last week, so.
We could switch it up, or we can keep it the same.
Don't matter to me.
How about we do this? We'll do Blue, me, then Beard. Make Beard go last.
All right.
Okay. Blue?
My number 3 is a song that is called The Wings of Icarus. It's by a group called Cell Dweller. Actually, pretty much all of Cell Dweller's music I really appreciate. So because of what I do as a profession, I really need background music, but I can't have it to be like super distracting. And I'll be honest, game soundtrack or OST music puts me to sleep. So I've kind of found a kind of a medium point within. It's called glitch pop, and it's kind of it's instrumental. So actually, it's on Pandora. I found a channel of just instrumental soundtracks. But yeah, so Cell Dweller has actually quite a few albums out at this point, but he's really, I really like what he does.
Glitch pop. I've never heard of that.
Yeah, it's so take electronica and then like it's a lot of random combinations. So like it's not a narrow genre, which is actually why I like it, because my music taste is extremely eclectic. So like there's, remixes of popular pop songs. Again, I stick to just the instrumental because I'm not a huge fan of words in general lyrics with music. But like there's that. My number 2 is also another one of the groups and I'll talk a little bit about them or him when I get there. But it's a lot of like it's predominantly electronica. But then it has like influences of like big band there's some remixes of big band. There's classical
nice.
Piano Guys is technically considered kind of starting to get into their Apocrypha is in there, or Apocalyptica.
Right.
There's a huge number. Like I said, Pandora has several channels dedicated to like pre-made stations for that, which is really nice actually. So, but yeah, I pretty much run that all day in the background, and so yeah, I've actually gotten introduced to a couple new groups that have really, really catchy and just kind of soothing songs.
Nice. Well, my number 3 is actually all of mine are kind of the same genre now that I'm looking at them a little bit. Mine's a cover, and it's the cover for Come Together by the Beatles, but it is done by Gary Clark Jr. and Junkie XL. So it's kind of like a dirty rock cover. It's so good. It makes me think that the Beatles would have wanted this to be like the updated version of that song, because that song is amazing. But nice and short for me. It's dirty rock, and all of mine are pretty much that dirty rock. Beard, what is your number 3?
I have actually the complete opposite of Blue, which that should be nothing new to anybody at this point. I actually do not fall asleep to video game music because that's basically what I kind of grew up on. But I have also been, of course, very into like anime and so on. There are several people. I kind of use several loosely because there's more than just several that have been doing like a lot of covers of either anime or game themes and so on for pretty much since the beginning of the internet. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
One guy though has been doing a lot of stuff for Dragon Ball Super, and he's been taking a lot of themes that have been kind of like popping up as it goes along. One of them is where Vegeta turns to Super Saiyan Blue Evolution. And the theme that plays behind him turning is amazing. It's amazing in the series. It's amazing as it plays. But then to hear a rocked out version of it is even better. Uh, I'll actually get the guy here because I cannot remember for the life of me how to say his last name. It's Frank something. But it's the Vegeta Royal Blue remix. And I just absolutely love what he has done with the the song overall, and it's just a very good rendition of how I think it should have kind of changed or gone down through even the original series. I'm trying to find him. That's how I'm kind of like stalling for time here. I apparently don't have him subscribed anymore, which is weird. What is wrong with me? I'll get it.
Uh-oh.
Give me like 2 seconds.
Blame YouTube.
Yeah.
I will probably do so because I know for a fact I was.
They're just trying. They're just trying to help. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna say they
unsubbing
just.
people? That seems...
No,
Oh,
that's actually been
that's
going on
nothing
for
new.
years.
Yeah,
That is
that's
old
not-
news. That is old news. We've been fighting that for I don't know how long now. The guy's name though is Friedrich. Friedrich Habetler Music. You can find that. He did the cover for that though about 5 months ago. It seems like he comes out with a new cover for something either Dragon Ball anime game related once every once every Saturday. In addition to that, he's actually cool with you using his stuff in videos as well.
that's
just so long
cool.
as you use if you just credit him, of course, that's all.
Yeah.
But he seems kind of very easygoing about it. He just wants to do it for kind of the love of it. I did buy the Royal Blue cover that he did for like 99 cents. So I was like, this is so freaking good. Anyway, yeah, I definitely have loved what he did with that track. Very good. It just embodies what I think Vegeta's all about, even from where it was in the show. And he does an excellent job of covering that. So anyway. Black Flag is also covering it too. Gohan's Anger cover, amazing.
How did I guess that you were going to have a DBZ theme song? Like,
because it's freaking me. Like, I could have said Shala Heshala and it could have been fine, okay? But I didn't.
To fighting words, dude.
By the way, if you don't know what that theme is, that's the opening theme to Dragon Ball Z. Anyway.
I knew that one.
Okay, that's good. If you didn't, I would have had questions.
Well, you have lots of questions anyway for me most of the time.
That's fair.
Blue, what's your number 2?
Mine is actually a toss-up. The artist is the same, but it's between two songs, and mostly because I couldn't find the other song that I was thinking of by this guy. It's the Fat Rat. It's another group another group person mixer that is similar to Cell Dweller, but the two songs are Monody and Xenogenesis. Both of them are amazing. And he has one that is very similar to the Mos Cantina song, and I could not find the name of it before the show. And I kind of feel terrible about it. But yeah, again, instrumental kind of electronica, just really good stuff. But that would be my number 2.
Cool. My number 2 is a song called Legendary by Welshie Arms.
Know it. That's
you do?
One.
It's such a good song. I think it's pretty underrated for what it is, because I've been going to the gym a lot more lately, and it's kind of my go-to song at this point to go and like get pumped up, even though it's not like a hard rock or anything, but it's just one of those songs where you're just like, yeah, I'm going to be a tough chick. Me wanting to cuss on the show already. It's This is what I get for playing Crucible and then coming and doing the show. Um,
Your fault.
yeah, I know. But it is a great song. There is this driving piano line that goes throughout the whole thing that just continues to kind of drive home this point of I'm going to work my tail off and become legendary no matter what it takes. But it doesn't have like that hip hop thing that a lot of those pump up songs tend to be anymore. I mean, you have like the classic rock ones, but this one is kind of a nice modernized twist on that. But yeah, that's my number 2. Beard. Is it another DBZ song?
No, it is.
No.
No, it is not. So after seeing Bohemian Rhapsody this past week,
Oh, was it
of
good?
course, it was really good. It covered, I think, most of like the ups and downs that I think really needed to be covered.
Yeah.
Before I really cover this as like a full review. But I do think that it was a fairly good portrayal of everything. If nothing else, it did make me laugh. It did make me cry. It was a very good homage film.
I have a question before you go on.
Okay.
Did it include the story about a crazy little thing called love? Like how that song got written?
A little bit. I'm trying to remember exactly. I think it did, though. Yes.
Where he wrote it in the bathtub?
No.
Because that song Freddie Mercury actually wrote while in the bathtub and then put it to paper.
Yeah.
One of the weird tidbits I know about Queen.
Yeah, I know there was, like, they had alluded to something about it, and then they cut to him, like, on the piano singing it.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I might have missed something first time, of course, watching it. But
Okay.
Anyway,
moving on.
There is always a tie for me when it comes to Queen. Do I say "Don't Stop Me Now" or do I say "Bohemian Rhapsody"? Because you can't not say "Bohemian Rhapsody." But
yeah, you
I
can.
I also have this problem with "Don't Stop Me Now" because it is one of the best driving songs ever.
Beard gets
so
a
between
ticket.
What's that?
I said you get a ticket.
No, I'm always good about where the cops sit. I know things. I'm better than
Not that I don't speed. I know where the cops are.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, isn't that? I mean, that's the honest response, isn't it?
That is pretty much the right idea. And if you don't know where the cops are, you be careful. It makes sense. Like, come on. Anyway, yeah, I definitely have a hard time deciding which one is better off for me. I would probably say, though, of recent, Bohemian Rhapsody, because of the extra implications that kind of go along with it, thanks to what I've seen with the movie. But both of them, I think I've been listening to in equal measure.
One of my favorite ones of theirs is, which is kind of ridiculous, it's Bicycle.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone finds it so annoying, but I love it.
Yeah. It's a fun one.
And now I have it in my head. Queen is like one of the few bands that will actually get stuck in my head.
Well, it's very easy to do, just with the way that they tailored their music, as well as you and I kind of talk about now and again with like themes and music and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Queen was they understood how to put music together to make it interest the listener. And that's the thing that I've always kind of respected about them. And at least like how they've structured themselves. Plus, never necessarily had like one genre that they fit into. That's the other thing that always kind of blew me away about their music.
They changed up a lot of stuff constantly.
Always. Like, they started with Killer Queen pretty much as like one of their biggest ones. And then it just kind of developed from there. But they constantly were changing how they were putting their music together, what inspired them, what made them think about stuff, so on. Just an absolute great band, and great influences all around for like what they were trying to do.
For sure. Blue were to our number ones. Kind of a short, straightforward week this week, I think.
Number one for me is Gratitude by V&V Nation.
V and V. I've never heard of like all these bands. I've heard of Apocrypha and like Piano Guys and stuff like that, but I've never heard of this one.
Yeah, V&V, it's a German electronica band. They're very big on kind of they're not traditional lyrics. So it's more like they're telling a story throughout their songs. So each album has its own particular. It's not really a message, but it's not really a full blown story. The one that Gratitude is on is Automatic, which is one of their more recent ones. And then Dark Angel Gabriel was another really, really good one that they had. And I think that one it wasn't from Future Perfect, but it was from another earlier one of theirs. But a lot of their stuff is kind of what you guys were just actually talking about. It's about being aware of what's going on in the world around you, but also being kind of uplifting and not giving up and not backing down. Gratitude in particular is actually a thank you song from their group, basically, to all the people who told them that they couldn't do what they wanted and looked down at them and told them that they would never make it and all that, because basically they come back and they say it's because of that negativity that we actually were able to push through all the difficulty. And it was because, of the scars that they gave, that they were tough enough to withstand all the punishment that they did have to face in the years that, they were getting big and all that. So right. it's an amazing group. V&V stands for Victory, Not Vengeance. It's one of my favorite catchphrases also. But yeah, so yeah, Gratitude is, and it's from Automatic, which is which is an amazing album. And to really give them like a chance, you kind of have to listen to the full album, which it sounds like a lot. And it's usually a good hour and a half of listening. But there is actually kind of a plot point, not just to the music, but also to the lyrics that they're telling. And it's a really, really unique way of hearing music that I just really, really like.
Nice. My number one is a song that I found out has actually been out for quite a while. It's River by Bishop Briggs. And the reason why I've kind of gotten obsessed about this song is my wife found a video of these children in Asia somewhere. It may have been Korea, it may have been like Asia proper, but they were doing this dance to this song. And the song is kind of a powerful song anyway, but it was just the amount of talent that these kids had. And then I went and found kind of like the original choreographer stuff. And it's a really powerful kind of driving it home type message. It's also kind of a semi sort of love song type thing. I don't know. It's hard to really put a finger on exactly what the song is about part of the time. But it's just, I don't know, it's just catchy and I kind of love it to death. It's just one of those things. It may be a terrible song in all honesty, but I still love it.
I have to interject real quick. Black Flag did just kind of win with his number one. It's the Axis of Awesome's 4-chord song.
Oh my God, no. Black Flag, we can't be friends. No.
It's like that's like saying your number one song is Baby Shark.
I like that analogy. That is exactly what it's like, Beard.
That is exactly what it's like.
Yeah, except I didn't have to listen to the 4-chord song for 3 solid years.
I don't care what pain you've gone through, Lou.
It's like going through Pachelbel's canon over and over again. So much no.
God. Why are you even bringing that up?
Because that's what the 4-chord song's about.
I get it. But why are you even bringing... No, this is... No.
Okay. those of you who don't realize, I'm pretty sure, Jay, you were a musician too.
Yeah.
Beard and I both played saxophone. When instrumentalists, like wind instruments, play Pachelbel's canon, guess who gets stuck with the cello part? Saxophones.
You do.
Yeah.
Part in the entire piece.
It
You
is.
play 4 notes
It's
for like
boring.
126 measures, the same 4 notes. It's terrible.
It's boring.
It's like-
there is no other way to put it. It's boring.
It's like playing the graduation theme when you have a graduating class of like 3,000. Because that happened in college. Sorry. Beard and I are a little miffed about this whole thing. Beard, let's move on. What's your number 1?
I don't think I want to answer anymore. I think I'm done.
Rage quitting.
Yeah, that's like the ultimate rage quit right about there. Like, no, just no. All right. So I got to pick something, right? Yeah. Anyway, my I think it's just because of my exposure, of course, to Destiny music all the time. There has to be something on there. But there is one song that I constantly go back to, and that is from The Taken King, and it is Bow to No One. That song constantly gets to me. No matter how many times I end up listening to it, I constantly sit and either just like sit and almost tear up or something, but it's just such a powerful freaking piece. And what is, of course, interesting about it, there are now 3 songs that are basically within its same league now, within the Destiny trifecta or whatever of music at this point. There is Bow to No One. Then there is also Queen's Oracles, which just came out with Forsaken. There's some tones that they've pulled from that. And then there is also Mara's theme. So it's very much an Awoken themed song, which is funny for me to like, but I enjoy it quite a bit.
You can be jealous of us Awoken. It's
I'm not
fine.
jealous. I just like your music.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, that's like saying I'm jealous of Greeks for some music, and I'm like
it's
over
okay.
here in Persia.
I'm just being
no.
just starting the class war a little earlier, the race war a little early.
I mean, that's fine. I'm just gonna make you feel bad for rolling a hunter all night anyway. So
Yeah,
pretty typical.
pretty much.
Yeah, typical night.
Yeah.
Just welcome to the show, everybody.
So, you ready for the next one?
Yup.
This next one I'm kind of doing it a little bit early, but also not early, considering that I think when we're recording the next one, it will be in December?
No.
No? Next week?
30th.
Are we? The 30th. Okay, so almost December. The next one I want to do is favorite holiday movies.
Dear God.
And notice I didn't say Christmas movies, holiday movies. So it could be any holiday that you want, but favorite holiday movie, pretty straightforward, pretty simple. I'm sure It's a Wonderful Life may pop up at some point. No?
Sorry,
No?
Sorry. I didn't
Wow.
mean to, didn't, yeah.
That's an adamant answer. We're going to dig into the psychology of why Blue really hates that movie, apparently.
I just despise Christmas
Black
movies.
Flag already took my number 1.
God, he took mine too.
Die Hard, of course.
Hey, that's a Christmas movie.
That's true.
It is a Christmas movie.
That's true. But yeah, that will be our next week. Or 2 weeks from now. Gosh, dates are hard. But thank you for joining us for Top 3. We'll see you next time. And remember, everybody likes a list.